Tyler Butterfield, a wonderful day for you here in Bermuda. You won the 2012 Tokyo Millennium. Tell us a bit about the condition. Obviously, you started in the water from a kind of standstill position and then took off. Any challenges?
Yeah, it was fun. We Graham Smith, Jonathan Herring, and Belinda Castry were all together starting. So it was nice to have people to look to either side and see. And we all started together. I think they even pulled away a little the first sort of 50, 100 meters because they come from a swimming background, so they have more speed than me. But then, I mean, I have no excuses. This is my job to be fit. So I really wanted to try and be the first or one of the first out of the water. This is what I do for a living, and I shouldn't have a reason not to be. So I went hard from the start. I really wanted to work on my open water swim. Swimming in the races that I generally do, I'm not one of the best. So there's always so many people around me that it was nice to sort of practice getting out fun and having to look up to see where you're going. And then I went on the bike and I had Dominic with me, and so we pushed each other, which was nice to have the company. And then on the run, I knew my brother was doing a team and I didn't want him to beat me. So I know we'll be looking at the times, but it's fun having a lot of people around. It's good to be racing back in Bermuda. Tokyo is a great sponsor. They're so good to put on so many events during the year. This is just one of many events they do, but this is their big event. And so it was nice to be able to fly down and do the race. I have to say a big thank you to them. Without them, it wouldn't be possible to fly around the world to all these different races in Japan, Mexico, Madrid, Australia. So this was the least I could do, was show up here and be able to race in Bermuda at home. It's been a while, so it's nice to be back.
Now, I know you've been keeping abreast with what's going on in Bermuda and in the sports world, and obviously you've seen Dominique dominate the cycle season. What did you think of him out there riding? You had to obviously challenge him. You kept flip-flopping. He was taking the lead. You were coming back. What did you think about his challenge?
He was really strong. When he came by me the first lap, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold on. And then I thought, just hang behind and try and catch your breath. And then I wanted to push him. He's a young athlete who has a lot of talent, and he's going to go places. But I didn't want to let him just ride away. So for two reasons: one, I'm competitive, but two, it's good for him to get pushed. And he was really strong out there. I could tell. The way he handled his bike, he was probably better at handling his bike than me. He's got what it takes. He's got that skill of just knowing how to ride. You're sort of born with that. I'm not the best at it, and it was nice to see him corner better than me and have a straight line and sort of cut the tangents. And there was a lot of people on the course, and he handled his bike well. So it was great to see.
Now, on the last lap, you put the hammer down and put some space in between you and him. Yeah, was that the plan?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to push him. I also knew I had to put my shoes on. I didn't know who his runner was. I didn't really want to give them too much of a lead and take it for granted. And I thought, let me push. I knew he'd surge. Sort of when he'd take the lead, the pace would go higher, and then I'd take the lead. Sort of whenever the first one of us took the lead, we'd sort of push a little. And I thought on the last lap, let me push a little and make him work for it. And so it was fun. It was fun to have him around. He kept me honest. He made me go hard the whole race. And I'm thankful for that.
Kristen Robinson, you're the 2012 Tokyo Millennium Triathlon female champion. Bit of a challenge on the swim to start?
Yes, the swim's the part I'm working on, but it was nice and flat out there, so you could just kind of, I always follow the people in front of me and just come out to scramble getting out here. So it was good.
Now, when you get out of the water, you're trailing. What goes through your mind to get through transition and then get out on the bike?
Just transition as quickly as I can, get on the bike safely, and go for it, because I just am catching at that point. I'm always chasing.
Now, when did you start picking down the females in front of you?
Well, it's nice you can see where it is because it's a loop. So I could see Belinda is speedy in the water, followed by Lori. So I could see my two green teammates up there. And so about 2-3 laps into the ride, I got them, and then I just had the rest of the ride to really just focus on being steady, really, because everyone out there is strong, right? So you've got to focus on yourself.
Now, you're a very strong runner. So once you got the lead off the bike, confidence taking the run course?
Yeah, I mean, you can never give up on yourself. You don't want to settle into a rut. I mean, when I came off the bike, I wasn't too far ahead of Lori, you know, and Belinda was right there, so you just have to keep on maintaining, you know, look good, focus on what you're doing, and keep going.
What did you think your biggest challenge was for yourself for today?
The swim. It's getting out of that swim. It's just maintaining a nice pace and getting out not too far behind, so I don't have too much to make up on that bike.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your next event? What are you focusing on next?
I am going to do a half Ironman in Rhode Island, July 8th. So today was a training day, just really working on, you know, being steady and training going into that. Which should be hot and hilly there, so it was kind of the heat was the training today.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And best of luck.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.